Start fast, finish strong. It's the key to success. This is Brian Cain with the Mental Performance Daily Podcast. Today's episode dedicated to the great mental performance coach, Nora. And I remember back when I was a high school athletic director in Vermont, I had the privilege of working with the great coach, Jeff Goodrich, Essex High School boys basketball. They had a great team. And one of the things that he wanted to do was get his team to start playing better in the beginning, to start fast, let's say. They would finish the game strong, but he wanted to start faster. And I know we sometimes have athletes who it takes them a while to get into the game. Well, if your athletes are struggling to get into the game like Coach Goodrich's team was, who went on to win a state championship, one of the things we want to do is look at how we're warming up. Now, this may not be mental performance related. It may be more physical performance related, but guess what? It's all tied together. So I remember watching his team and warm up for a basketball game. And if you've ever seen a team warm up for a basketball game, it's layup lines, it's jump shots, it's not competitive. And one of the things that we did was with about 10 minutes to go in warmups, they went full sweat 5-on-5 half court. And his team was literally competing 5-on-5 half court for about, the 10-minute mark down to about the 2-minute mark. They'd come to the bench, they would get some water, they would towel off, they would get ready to go for the game. And I remember when they would do that, the other teams on the other end of the floor in their warm-ups looking good, doing layups. And then Essex basketball would come out and dominate the beginning in the first 5 minutes of the game and dictate the pace of that game because they were ready to go from the jump. So I think if you have an athlete that takes a while to get into it, like a UFC fighter who would struggle in the first round and then get it going once they started to get hit in the second round or third round, and at that point it can be too late, look at the warm-up. And can you simulate what's happening in the competition in part of the warm-up to make it more real? For example, if you watch baseball pitchers, they'll go to the bullpen to warm up before a game, a starting pitcher, and there'll be no batter standing in the batter's box. And they'll go down there and they'll literally go from playing catch in the outfield, walk in the bullpen, throw their bullpen to warm up, go into the dugout, go out to the game. Well, a simple adjustment to help pitchers start fast, and most pitchers will say they struggle with the first inning to get it going, is let's say we know the lineup we're going to face, and it's going to be a left-handed, right-handed hitter. Well, when you get in the bullpen as a starting pitcher and you get warmed up, then you would go and you would sit down, or you'd go put a jacket on, or you would go to a bathroom, or you would go out to the outfield and then come back into the bullpen. And when you come back into the bullpen to warm up that second time before the game, now you're facing hitters and you're literally simulating the first inning of the game, facing that left, right hitter in the bullpen. Someone standing in, maybe if you have video of what the other team's first three hitters look like, you get someone who stands in who kind of looks like them. And then from there, you go into the dugout. Then you go out to pitch the first inning in the game, but mentally for you, it's the second inning because you pitched the first in the bullpen. That's going to help you to start fast. So as a mental performance coach, you go looking at the way that coaches structure their warm-up and say, is this game-like? Is this preparing the athletes? And as the mental performance coach, you talk to athletes and find out, I'm having a hard time getting it going. So we look at adjusting what they're doing in the warm-up and obviously spiking that heart rate, making it as game-like as we can, and then giving them enough time to recover before the actual competition begins. So that's often how you can get your athletes to start fast and to finish strong, is to make the warm-up more game-like, so that they are playing the game and competing before the competition starts.
Thanks for checking out Mental Performance Daily with Brian Cain, an IRONCLAD original. If you like the show, be sure to leave us a rating, review, and comments. We'll see you tomorrow.
Are you a coach responsible for your clients' and athletes' performance and results? You know that mental performance is the missing link, but you're not quite sure what to do to coach mental performance? Great. I've got the solution for you. It's my Mental Performance Mastery Coaches Certification, where I give you exactly how to coach the 10 pillars of Mental Performance Mastery framework. It's a framework that I've been using for 2 decades with elite mental performance coaching. If you head over to briancain.com/certification, you can join our course, our Mental Performance Mastery Coaches Certification Community this week only. Head over to briancain.com/certification and we'll see you there.